We are now thrilled to be joined by the biggest name in the free agent pool, the newest member of the Columbus Blue Jackets, proud American. We love to get the Americans on the show. Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny, how are you? How are you holding up? Holy cow! My goodness,
I'm
what a few
good. I'm
days.
good. It's been a crazy couple of days. A lot of text messages, a lot of calls. A little overwhelmed, but I'm excited. I'm super excited. It's been a whirlwind kind of a couple of days here. So
Are you
well,
are you in Columbus right now? I think I missed that part of the
no,
first bit.
I'm back in South Jersey. I'm on at my house down in Avalon, New Jersey, down here.
Oh, great.
So I remember I was trying to think of a comparable. I mean, there's, in terms of the process and what you went through. And I remember Brad Richards going through, he probably can relate, or you can relate to what he went through. Or you remember when he was a free agent. And he said, as soon as it was done, he did like his media hit. And he goes, I'm throwing my phone in the lake. I can't wait to throw my phone in the lake. So first of all, thank you for not throwing your phone in the lake, because we were able to do this a few days later. But have you had that moment where you're like,
Yeah,
I am done and I will see you all later for a while?
for sure. I mean, I was getting calls from random Columbus numbers. I don't know who they are. I don't know if it's my GM, my coach, one of my new teammates, someone. I have no idea. So I'm like, the next 4 or 5 days, I finally went to Columbus, and everyone's like, "Well, I gave you a call," and I gave you a call. And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a lot of calls, and I got to get back to everyone here and text messages and this and that." And so yeah, I was close to probably throwing my phone in the water too. But
That's great. Any like, what was the most fun person you got to communicate with after? Any like calls that stand out, or text exchange as it's over the last couple of days?
yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was a lot of everyone.
Yeah.
Old friends. Obviously new teammates is pretty cool. New coaches, parents. I mean, everyone was reaching out, and not only was people from Columbus, but people that I care about from home, and
Yeah.
just really excited for me.
Have you gotten a better sense of? I mean, look, you played in the West for a long time, didn't cross paths with the Blue Jackets, especially over the last couple of years with the way the schedule's shaking out. But as you've had time to sit there and digest it, and probably crack into the roster a little bit more, than you had in the past. Who are those guys who've reached out that you've talked to that you're excited to be playing with? I know Cole Sillinger's there and Jack Roslovic is there. They have some nice young pieces, but have you gotten like more familiar with them and their work over the last little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to probably like 7, 8, 9 guys on the team already, and just reaching out and telling me how excited they are that I'm a part of the team now, and vice versa. I'm super excited as well. So, but like you said, I mean, this is all still really, really fresh. I just signed, I guess, like 3-4 days ago. So obviously, you look at the rosters and try to picture yourself where you're going to play and who you're going to play with. And obviously that's the coach's, that's the coach's rule, and whatever he wants to do is his say. But, they've got some good players on their team, and I'm really looking forward to, hopping right in with them.
It's fun because I saw one of your comments about playing with Patrick Laine and just that shot that he has, and how you are such a great passer, and we've seen that for years, and it's almost like it's such a different setup where you, like, we talk about which center fits with which wingers, but really, like, you can be that setup guy, which is fun to imagine.
I mean, he's got, like I said it earlier, in an interview a couple days ago, but he's got one of the best shots in the league. So I mean, I try to consider myself more of a playmaker, and just try to create space and find that open guy coming in through the slot. Or, I mean, with his type of shot, he can shoot it from the blue line and probably go in every single time. So when you have a type of player that has a shot like that, it excites a playmaker, a person who kind of pass first sometimes, and it's exciting.
What were your conversations with Brad Larsen like?
Good. Yeah, we had a good little talk there for like 15 minutes on the phone, and just getting acquainted, and talking about his team or our team now, and Yeah, I gotta get used to that, you know.
Switch over at some
You know,
point.
it's all,
You gotta make the transition.
yeah, I know. It was weird, I know, but just talking about our team and you know, what he, you know, expectations of me and stuff like that. So I think you know, it was kind of more just getting familiar with each other and picking each other's brains a little bit, and you know, the system stuff and all that stuff will come when I get to get to Columbus.
I saw Yarmo, especially. I mean, this is he said it to Aaron Portzline, I think, whenever you know the dust was settling. This seemed like it's obviously was a huge win for him, but he specifically was talking about you know Columbus getting that rep as a city that players leave, like whether it's deserved or not. You go back, you don't have to rehash the list, but it's long, and it was clearly too long for his liking. But what does that mean to be? I mean, you are proof that that's that's either not how it was originally or that it can change. Like, is that something do you have thought about throughout this process where you're like, I'm the guy who's going to Columbus after having so many guys leave?
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really think of it that way. You know, for me, I thought it was the best fit for me. I mean, you know, not only just hockey and on the ice as a player, but you know, for me and my family, you know, we're just a short 45-minute flight from, you know, my family, my wife's family. And there's such good neighborhoods out there, you know, homes that you can, you know, start a family. Obviously, my wife's pregnant, so you know, we're starting our own little family here. And it just sounded like a great spot. I talked to a lot of guys, you know, past players. I actually was in Columbus. I drove up to Cam Atkinson's house. He was there. I got to see him and we chatted with him a little bit, and you know, just heard so many good things, and it felt like a great fit for us.
What was that like? Some guys do the whole dog and pony show, right? Where they go city to city and it becomes a bit of a thing and it drags out for days or whatever. What was the process like for you to like? I can't even imagine you're making a decision that's, you know, the majority of your career at this point, and it has to happen fast, right? You don't have all the information until you do. So what was your strategy to process it, but also have to make a fast decision?
Yeah, it was tough. It was a hard day. I mean,
Yeah.
I think with like the flat cap, you know, teams, you know, it's hard to sign guys to big contracts sometimes when you're so tight to the cap and stuff. So, you know, I didn't talk to many teams, and some of the teams that I was talking to, you know, Columbus was right up there on the top of my list. So when they called, I was just like, let's get this done. I don't even care anymore. I just I want to start my, you know, my next chapter of my career here with Columbus. And I think this is a great fit for us. I've talked to a lot of people about this city, and it's just it was an overwhelming day, but you know, finally, you know, towards the end of the day, it finally got done, and a big relief, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised to hear that.
Yeah,
you seem relieved. Yes.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, stressful day for sure. But
was there have you started the tour of the neighborhoods to start shot? You mentioned you've got a baby on the way.
Question,
and what is that going to look like for you?
Me and my wife, we flew out there. It was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We did our media and our press conference and all that, and toured the rink and stuff. And then we went on a little ride through the whole city, up through Ohio State into a couple of like nice neighborhoods, checked out a couple of golf courses, and you know, went and saw Cam Atkinson, obviously a good buddy of mine. And but we were looking through all the neighborhoods, and it was just a vibe that was perfect for us. I think me and my wife, that's what type of people we are, and we thought we feel really comfortable in these, you know, these little towns outside of Columbus. We're obviously looking at homes now and try to come up with a list, and then we'll fly back out there and, you know, pick which one she wants. But so
smart man.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that too, and it was just really beautiful out there too.
Well, it's a good thing the vibe was good after signing the contract.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, because there was a lot that you, and I'm glad to hear that, you know, you've spent time in Columbus and you're feeling it and you're looking at the neighborhoods and all that stuff. But that is like you're backfilling there a little bit, right? Like you're connecting the dots after the big time decision. You know?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like sometimes, you know, people, you know, sign, they don't know what they're getting into, but I think I really, you know, kind of, you know, did my homework throughout that day when I had a few teams that I knew who I wanted to play for, and I talked to a few guys from Columbus, and talked to a couple other people that have lived in Columbus, and I just heard so many great things. So
Yeah.
I knew when Columbus called, I was like, I want to go there. I want to do this, and because I already knew that I'd like it, and thankfully we got there, and it was even better than what we imagined. But it was a great trip there out there.
I know Columbus people are going to listen to this and sound like Sean and I like don't believe you. I've been to Columbus. It's great. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's been this weird, like, after the fact, people are like, I don't know if this is, you know what I mean? Like there's the response has been interesting to me. Like, what have you thought of kind of the response to all this?
Yeah, I get it a lot. People are like, why Columbus? And I'm like, and for me personally, when I would play there, we were from the West. We only played there once a year. Half the time I was on a back-to-back. I'd walk from the hotel to the arena, back to the hotel for a nap, back to the arena for the game, and then we'd fly out of there. So I never really knew much about Columbus either. And obviously I loved playing there because their fans were great, and the Cannon was a whole different story. But
I watched you at the 2013 All-Star game, by the way. I saw that live from the press box. Is there a plan for that? Is there a plan to address
I don't know.
discomfort there?
I'm just gonna sit in the arena and just for a half hour and just let
them shoot off the cannon.
Just shoot off
some cannon exposure therapy for Johnny Gaudreau.
But like what I was saying, I never ventured out in Columbus, so I didn't really know. And I think a lot of people kind of get, if you're not from Columbus or, haven't really visited, you probably don't hear the best things. But, once I started talking to actual people that lived there and played there, and after I went and saw it, I was just, it's completely nothing like what I expected from when I was coming from a different team, coming and just playing Columbus.
Yeah. I know how this goes. You've turned the page on Calgary, so you're not going to want to dive into this. But were you surprised about the reaction there, or how do you feel about? I mean, fans are going to be upset, right? You left the team that they're rooting for, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I was, it's hard. It's I obviously I understand. Some fans are upset and not happy, and but for me, I'm not mad at any. I understand it's completely fine. I get it. I'd never take anything away from Calgary because it was such a great place to me. And when I was there, the fans were amazing to me, and restaurant owners, everyone from all my friends that I didn't play hockey with, just regular people that I met throughout the city, my next door neighbors, everyone's just so nice. And that's what I remember the most about Calgary. I loved playing hockey there, but the people were super, super nice to me, my family, my wife, and I was part of the organization for 12 years. I played there for 9. It was just it's a special place in my heart, and it's kind of a pretty cool city that I got to spend my first few years there with.
Yeah.
Did you say goodbye to the neighbor who shoveled your driveway or whatever that was a couple months back?
I gave him a stick and said goodbye to him there. He was hoping I was going to come back and rent the same house again, but so maybe I'll stop by and say hello when we play there next year.
Oh, that's great. So I was doing some prep and talking to people, and one thing I've noticed, and I wanted to see if we could maybe set the record straight about people talk to you that seem to know you better than I do as John Gaudreau. John, they call you, not Johnny.
Yeah, that's my real name. That's not Johnny. It's just John on my birth certificate.
Okay,
so.
Right. Well, I figured that, but is that your preference? It's a fresh start. Should we move on from?
I like Johnny. For hockey.
Is it so if we came on and we're like, hey, we got Columbus Blue Jackets left winger John Gaudreau, would it sound like we were like would it sound like we were your friends trying to bullshit our way through? Hi, John.
Yeah, it sounds super weird, but if I walk into my house or my wife's parents' house and someone's like Johnny, I'd be like, what? No.
Are you a hockey person?
It's John. Right. It's not Johnny. And then all my buddies the same way. And I'm like, don't ever call me Johnny again. It's just my close friends. It's right. John. But yeah, I think just the hockey world, it's big Johnny. I really like that, playing on the ice, Johnny. But when I get home, it's just Johnny. So
Okay. So
all
it's
right.
not,
So
we're
that's
not, we're
the
not,
tell.
we're not,
Like
we're not
you're off the
switching
clock,
over.
it's John. And when
Yeah.
you're Johnny, because John Hockey doesn't, it sounds like
Yeah.
it does kind of doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't ring.
Yeah.
But well, Johnny, thanks for doing this. It was,
Yeah.
I imagine this has been a stressful few days. Do you have vacation plans, or with the baby on the way, you just got to chill? Like, what's next for you?
we're kind of chilling. She's due September 30th, right in the middle of training camp. So, we're just hanging out here in Avalon, New Jersey, where our home is. And,
Yeah, it's down.
just,
that's like Cape May, right? It's like,
yeah,
it's down that way.
it's like 20 minutes north of Cape May, but,
Hmm.
we just go to the beach, or my house is right on the bay. So we'll sit by the pool and just relax out there and try to get as much family over throughout the weeks and the weekends. And that's pretty much what we'll do the rest of the summer here. So I've got a couple weddings, but.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
It's that time of year.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, enjoy it. Throw the phone in the
Yeah.
lake or the ocean
Yeah.
or whatever it may
Yeah.
be for you. And congratulations again.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.